You won't believe what I just found out coming out of Tuscaloosa. This is huge. Absolutely no one was prepared for the revelation that just exploded onto the scene at the Thomas Drew practice fields. I swear my heart started racing when I got this news. If you're an Alabama fan, take a seat because this is going to shake you up. If you're new to the channel, do yourself a favor. Subscribe right now, hit that like button, and turn on notifications because what I'm about to reveal in the next few minutes will completely change how you view the 2026 squad. We're talking about a young freshman quarterback doing things that seem impossible during fall practice. This kid is being compared to the giants who have passed through the SEC in recent years. Yes, those quarterbacks who make you forget to breathe when they get the ball. We're at that level now. The quarterback battle in Tuscaloosa is heating up. Austin Mack and Keelan Russell are still fighting for the starting job. But listen to this. Here's the news no one saw coming. Two freshman quarterbacks are putting massive pressure on those two stars. Yes, you heard that right. Tayden Evan Kawa and Jet Thamala, two kids from the 2026 class, are seriously impressing. Like really impressing. Thamala threw a perfect sideline pass to Ryan Coleman Williams that left everyone's jaws on the floor. And we saw that from a distance. Just imagine what those brilliant minds must be cooking up for the coming days. Alabama's offensive scheme has promised to revolutionize the season. Offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb has hit the field with ideas that are simply genius. And you know why? Because the tight ends might just be the team's most lethal group. Think about it. A group that touches the ball on almost every play, runs creative routes, and is now in sync with those quarterbacks we mentioned. That combination could be absolutely explosive against any SEC defense. Alabama's offensive line was also on another level yesterday. Jackson Lloyd, the starting left tackle for Week 1, led all the drills. But get this shocker. Mal Waldrop, a sophomore, is putting on such an impressive show at left guard that he's threatening to unseat the veteran William Sanders. It's an all-out battle for the starting spot. Racine Delgatti, the center, displayed athleticism that left everyone wondering how a big guy like that can leap high enough to make blocks at the second level. This line is building something special. And here is the aspect that will determine the Crimson Tide's fate this season. Alabama's defense was operating on a completely different level. Every group was working on block destruction, and I mean total destruction. Dijon Lee, Caven Brown, and Red Morgan were literally going to war against every blocker who came their way, holding the edge, controlling the space, and stopping those runs from gaining any ground. Jamarian Latham, the veteran of the group, was leading the team like no one else yesterday. He is the heart of the defense, the kind of guy who never backs down, and defensive coordinator Kane Womack was right there with him the whole time. Justin Hill had a moment of friction with Womack, but got a pat of approval on his pads. That's how it works. That's how you win championships. Desmond Umeozulu, the transfer from South Carolina, is getting special attention from Womack. He came here to make an impact, and that's exactly what he's doing. Mo Linguist, the inside linebacker coach, was literally showing the way, grabbing the pad, demonstrating hand placement, and teaching every detail like a master of his craft. Cedarian Morgan, a 6'4" freshman, is dominating on the perimeter as a receiver. The kid is taller than practically everyone else. When you throw a perfect pass to a receiver that size, the physics change, the geometry changes. Defenses are going to have nightmares about this guy. Ball security was also an absolute priority for the running backs yesterday, signaling that the Crimson Tide is building a solid offensive identity. No fumbles, no mistakes, total control. And now comes the question no one can get out of their head. How will all this play out in the first scrimmage? Because it's coming up. This practice game takes place tomorrow at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Yes, in the stadium. That's all you need to know to realize the heat is turning up. Kalen DeBoer, the coach who promised change, is getting everything perfectly into place. So hang tight, fans, because Alabama's 2026 season is going to be different. Very different. You got a team ready for the real fight, a team pushing itself to the limit in practice, a team that is prepared. And we're starting to see the shape of this powerhouse squad right now. The big test comes tomorrow. The scrimmage will be the true barometer for this season, because at Alabama, there are no excuses. There is no room for mediocrity. There's only excellence. And what we saw yesterday at the Thomas Drew practice fields was pure, focused work toward one ultimate goal, the national championship. That's what drives the Crimson Tide. That's what drives the entire state. Stay tuned to the channel because the next steps of this journey will be epic.
The quarterback competition will define generations. The defense is ready to crush any offense. The freshmen are hitting the ground running. And all of this is just the beginning of what promises to be one of the most incredible seasons Alabama has ever experienced. You won't want to miss it.